A popular antibiotic is widely sold in this country, even though there are serious safety questions about the drug. The drug is Ketec. It is used for respiratory infections such as bronchitis. The senator, Grassley of Iowa, says the government health officials knew the drug was unsafe, but won't do anything about it. Our chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross, joins us with more. Brian?
Charlie, safety tests done on Ketec and submitted to the FDA showed it met safety standards. But it turns out that many of the test results were faked, and now there have been some deaths. To the outrage of some in Congress, Ketec was approved for sale even after the Food and Drug Administration learned safety tests were forged. Now, with reports of 4 deaths and dozens of liver failures and injuries, Senator Charles Grassley is trying to find out what happened. He showed up today at the Department of Health and Human Services to demand access to the investigators who uncovered the Ketec fraud. He was told no and sent home empty-handed.
It's a situation where I smell a cover-up.
The most serious problems occurred in a test conducted in Gadsden, Alabama, at this weight loss clinic, now closed. A former nurse says she was told to forge signatures and patient data.
90% of the people didn't even take the drug.
The doctor in charge, Maria Ann Kirkman Campbell, is serving 5 years in prison for falsifying the tests, which she conducted for the makers of Ketec, Sanofi Aventis.
She was getting $400 per patient, so she just did what she could to get more.
Aventis presented all of that data to the FDA as being evidence that the drug was safe.
1 month before the drug was approved by the FDA, its own scientists learned of the problems and wrote in this document that the integrity of all Ketec tests, not just in Alabama, cannot be assured with any degree of confidence. The FDA approved Ketec anyway, and last year Aventis had sales of almost $200 million.
There's too chummy of a relationship between companies and the FDA. I can say without a doubt it should have been withdrawn.
The company says the benefit of Ketec outweighs the known risks and that it has been proven to be safe in use in Europe. The FDA says there are no plans to take Ketec off the market, but it is considering adding a stronger warning label now 2 years, Charlie, after it first knew there were some problems.
And Brian, there's one aspect of this rather interesting. I must admit, in all my years of covering Washington, I've never seen a senator go up to a department of the U.S. government, knock on the door, and be turned away.
Well, Senator Grassley is a tough character. He's done it once before, he said, 23 years ago, and he felt today he had to do it again because they had refused to comply with a subpoena and are really, he says, covering up.
All right, Brian Ross. There's a new warning tonight